Okay, so let's take a look at LocalAI's new WebRTC support, which uses the OpenAI Realtime API, which I've re-implemented. Um, okay, so there's a talk page on LocalAI's web interface, and we can use this to try it out. Let's go. Hello, how's it going?
Hey, I'm doing great. Thanks for asking. How about you?
I want you to make a poem about trees and birds.
Oh, I'd love to. Here's a little poem for you. Trees stand tall, green and grand, their arms wide open, skyward planned.
Okay, that's enough. That's enough of
I'm sorry if I went too far. I'll keep things simple.
that. Okay.
All right, I'll stop. No problem. Let me know if you want something else.
Yeah. What's the weather like today?
It's sunny with a few clouds drifting by. High around 75. Perfect for a walk or a coffee outside. Light breeze, no rain in
I mean,
sight.
it's
You got any
definitely not.
plans?
It's definitely not like that outside. Okay. Yeah. So what we can see there is that I can interrupt them. So we have barge in, and presently I haven't wired up any tool calls to this. So if you ask it how the weather is, then it just hallucinates. But pretty soon I'll add tool calls to this, so you'll be able to get it to make tool calls using LocalAI's MCP integrations. Okay, let's go and look at the tracers and we'll see what's actually happening. So we're not using a real speech-to-speech model, we're doing the pipeline thing. And in the back end here, we can see, yeah, we're using Whisper Large Turbo to transcribe to text, and I can replay my audio. Yeah. What's the weather like today? Bit corrupted, but never mind. We've got some statistics here and whatnot, and what was transcribed. And then for the large language model, we're using Qwen 3 VL. I'm a bit behind because Qwen 3.5 is now here. But yeah, this is actually really surprisingly fast on my GPU, which I'm using a NVIDIA GeForce 5070. You can see I'm using most of the RAM, which I guess is mostly going on the large language model and Whisper, as I use quite a large Whisper model. Okay, so yeah, you can see that the transcribed text was sent to the Llama backend, and yeah, it produced a response in like really fast, like 167 milliseconds. So two tenths almost of a second. And in fact, for shorter responses, yeah, we're like well under, almost under half a second to respond. Yeah. Can you explain what an any to any model is in computer science?
Sure, an any-to-any model is a type of network or system architecture where any node or component can communicate directly with any other node, without needing to go through a central hub or intermediary. It's like a fully connected network. Every device has a direct path to every other device. This model is often used in peer-to-peer
Okay,
systems.
that's great. That's great. That's enough of that. Okay, so what we're using is a pipeline model, which we can configure. We configure that in here. So, like any other model, we have configuration settings for it. But for pipeline models, our configuration is just like the component parts that make it up. So we can swap these bits out with other transcription or voice activity detection models, and another LLM model, and another text-to-speech model. And of course, there are models that combine these. So in our pipeline, we just specify just one model if it does all of these things. And of course, in LocalAI, we have a lot of different backends that can provide these different models. So I mean, that's not. So yeah, so mainly I use Llama for LLM inference, but we have a lot. We have VLLM. Can also support large language models. We have some backends dedicated to just one model for like more unusual ones. Yeah, and then we have sort of backends for Qwen ASR somewhere. Kokoro's got its own backend, and so on and so forth. And yeah, so it's all highly configurable. Presently, I'm just using some smaller models, basically. And that's it. Goodbye.